So you said men take accountability to be a leader, and then what do women got to do then?
What do women got to do?
How can they improve?
This is to improve the dating game. What you saying? Men should
like
need to
I
be...
said in the beginning, stop being so emotional and just let him do his
like
thing.
you just did now?
If only you could do that for yourself.
Yes. Well, guess what? Like I said, we're emotional beings, and we always will be. There's nothing we could do about it. Like
actually, you can control your emotions.
Of course we can. Of course we can, and we can really try. But sometimes it's just like it's in your chest, and you just have to say it. You can't help it.
It's like you guys will see something that hurts you.
It's like
and you're holding it in.
Especially on yours.
Sometimes, like I guess what you're saying, like females,
It's called being an adult.
An adult.
Yeah, like that's your emotional.
I don't think it's called
that's
being an
emotional
adult.
intelligence.
Yeah,
like that's you being able to.
Like.
You can channel it
It's
in
like
adult ways,
you really
though.
have to be able to have that self-control because
not easy, but you
sometimes
can do
it's
it, though.
really hard.
Yeah,
It's
women
really,
are capable
really,
of controlling their
really
emotions.
fucking
It's just that we don't punish them for not controlling them. That's the problem.
Punish them.
Yeah, we don't. We let women kind of get away with anything. Like, if a girl says some wild shit to you and doesn't control her emotions, most guys will be like, "Oh, it's okay, dear," blah blah blah. Versus just breaking up with her, getting rid of her, telling her, "Get the fuck out of my house. Don't ever talk to me like that again." We don't hold women accountable for their emotional, erratic behavior or outbursts. You know what I mean? We rarely hold women accountable for that.
Yeah,
which
but
is why they behave the way that they do. But if there were negative consequences to acting out,
then
more
it
girls
would
would
be a
behave.
change.
So do you think that like when women are being emotional, you shouldn't even give her the time of day?
I ignore girls when they be emotional like that, or I tell them to leave. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. What the fuck do I look like?
So
Get
you
out.
feel like you shouldn't make her feel a little bit comfortable about whatever
No.
she's upset
Get the
about?
fuck out. Not here to argue with
I don't
you.
believe
Can I
that
ask a
shit.
question?
I don't
What's
believe
your
that
longest
shit.
I'm very,
relationship
very
you've
serious.
had?
I don't
So
believe
she
that
comes to you
shit.
calmly and want to speak about a situation. You
If she
won't
wants to
have
talk
a
about it
conversation?
calmly or whatever, that's fine. But if she's gonna be emotional, whatever, I literally tell her leave.
Yeah, but you could be calm and emotional. I could be here like oh, I really
You
I
do
did
realize
like
that
this.
the two counteract.
Like emotional,
How?
as in probably the physical. Like, say if she comes to you calm and like, babe, and then she probably
That's her
like,
being
wants to
emotional
cry
because her
something hurt
emotions
her.
are coming out and she's
Not like,
telling you. She doesn't need to scream about
Yeah,
it.
like,
I'm
not
talking
crazy
about
and
women that
erratic.
come in crazy and screaming at you.
Okay.
No,
acting
I'm talking
wild.
emotional like she's calm and she's saying, honestly, babe, I
All
really
right, so she's
didn't
controlling
like
her
it.
emotions. We can have a discussion like adults. But if
that's
she's
still being emotional.
erratic, not really. She's actually that's the opposite. She's
no, that's
controlling
being
her
erratic.
emotions.
If she's coming at you like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
But I could still be emotional, be like, babe, like I really didn't like this. Like I
Aggressive.
feel a type of way. That's
yeah, but
me.
you're
That's my
controlling them.
emotions
But
coming
you're
out.
controlling them.
Yeah, but controlling them would be not saying nothing at all. Like I shouldn't be emotional
That's
at
even
all.
better.
Okay.
That's even better.
Okay.
You don't say anything. That's
I
actually,
think they're all
that's
emotions
honestly
though. Like
better.
being erratic
It's
and
all
crying is still
emotions.
emotion. But
Yeah,
if
it's
you
all
know how to
emotions.
control, if you have enough emotional intelligence to say, you know what, like I'm obviously this guy I'm talking to, I can't.
But I'm arguing a lot of girls aren't able to control it, and the reason why is because we don't punish women for not controlling their emotions. Like we have it where we literally we encourage women to be loud, obnoxious, yell at their man, do all this
We don't do
extra
that over
rah-rah
here.
shit.
We don't do that over here.
Bro, I mean, it's
There's-
100%
No.
incentivized in today's
There's many
society.
girls
We don't do that over here.
for example.
Okay, just because you don't do it
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean it isn't encouraged by society for women to behave
Okay,
a certain
society.
way.
That's what I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like we absolutely encourage and tell women to, be loud,
that
be
nigga,
obnoxious,
yeah.
be erratic,
Yeah.
etc. That's why stereotypes exist with a certain community, if you know what I'm saying, or a certain group of people, because we encourage that type of behavior in society.
You're right.
Even in public, let's say for example you're out with your boyfriend,
Yeah.
you get emotional. Why you do this to that? You're shouting at him in public.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Oh, you should never do
the guy
that
did
in
it to you
public.
though.
Yeah.
They'll come to
It'll
your
be
aid.
like,
Oh, you
exactly.
okay, baby girl? What's he doing to you? So even in society, they don't really let women. Sorry, they don't let men just be men. But again,
Yeah.
it's emotional.
Yeah. Like if and they've done experiments with this on YouTube.
Yeah, they have.
Like they'll have a woman berating a man, yelling at him, even hitting him.
You dumb, stupid.
And
da, da, da.
everyone automatically, no one says shit. Everyone just keeps about their day, whatever, because they assume, the guy deserved it.
Yeah.
But as soon as a guy raises his voice, in public at a woman, people are breaking it up.
Call
They're
the
stopping
police,
it,
Yeah,
etc.
that's right.
everything.
So there's checks and balances on male aggression, but there isn't checks and balances on female aggression. Is my point.
Do you think that maybe it's because a man could really fuck the bitch up and a
No,
girl
that's
can't really
understandable.
fuck him up like that?
That's understandable. But what I'm saying now is that we've overcorrected to a point where abuse on men is absolutely like no one gives a shit about it. It's not even they look at it like it's not even a thing.
It's like you guys can handle it.
And matter of fact, and I'll be honest, like women are more violent than people want to admit. The highest cases of domestic violence actually come out of lesbian couples.
That's true.
Because they can both fuck each other up.
Yeah.
They're
Lesbian
both
couples have the
equal.
highest, and I find it
They
interesting
slap
how
each other.
ESPN, ESPN will sit there and cover anytime, you know, an NFL player, NBA player gets into domestic altercation with their significant other, but they don't cover all the times WNBA players are beating the shit out of their spouses. Happens a lot.
Wow.
WNBA players are beating up their girls every other chick, but no one gives a fuck about WNBA. But my point is that you got professional female athletes literally fighting every other day getting arrested.
Yeah.
No one talks about that, though, or covers it.
Yeah.
So I would argue that women tend to exercise violence more than men sometimes. Because
maybe
women don't have an appropriate concept of violence in their mind.
Maybe because like the women in lesbian relationships, they want to like take on that manly role so bad, and they feel like in their mind that a manly role is an aggressive role. So maybe that's why that rate is so high.
I think it's a combination of being emotionally erratic, you know, the confusion of who's going to be the masculine in the relationship, and then on top of that, a lot of women don't have a proper concept of violence. So like with men, right? If you go into a room with a bunch of guys, there's a unspoken level of respect because men understand hierarchy. Women don't operate on hierarchy like men do. Like if a guy walks into a room and he's a multimillionaire successful, automatically guys are like, all right, this guy is a dude. There's that hierarchy is immediately established. Men are okay with that. We understand rank and file, whatever. Women don't operate that way. They think everyone's equal. You get $1, you get $1, you get $1. Men is like, you did the best job. You get $10, you get $7 because you did second best, etc. With men, there's delineated places, right? Like we don't give participation trophies. That's a very feminine thing to do, right? Marquette, actually, shout out to him. They had little boys play and little girls play. He referred to the study where with the boys immediately would play sports and there was a winner and a loser and it'd be competitive. With the women, though, they would play games like hopscotch or patty cake or dolls or whatever the fuck where there was no clear and concise winner. So the way men and women play, right, even in their childhood, shows that men from early ages understand a meritocracy. Women don't, however. This is why women tend to vote Democrat. They tend to be, you know, consumers. They tend to be more communitarian. They tend to want strength in numbers. Wow. Men are different.
And that's fine, by the way.
Yeah, and that's fine. But that is why women beat the shit out of each other. If we're going to bring it back full circle.
All right. And you?
Misogyny.
Test real quick.